Welcome back, everyone, to episode 129 of the Popcorn Podcast. I'm Tommy Cressa. Across from me is Ryan Ferran, my co-host. And today we're here to talk about Madam Web, Sony's new film in the Spider-Man non-Spider-Man universe.
Yeah.
This is the fourth film.
It's newest dumpster fire.
Newest fucking trash can. This fucking garbage-ass movie. But before we get into that, we're going to do a little bit of a recap of this past week's news and trailers that we got and all the other little bit of news. But before we get into that, Ryan, how was your past week?
Not bad. Home Alone. Family went to Disney World without me. It happens. You grow up, life goes on. It is what it is.
Parents grow to despise you.
Yeah, that's fine. I understand it. No, everything's been good. Super Bowl happened. Evil Empire struck again.
No, they didn't.
They did.
No, they lost. The Evil
Why
Empire.
do you hate? I don't get why you hate the 49ers so much.
A goddamn bunch of
I think I
bitches.
like them because we beat them to go to the Super Bowl, the Giants.
Yeah, 2010.
And dude, when he muffed that punt, that's the same way that the Giants won because it bounced off his knee. Victor Cruz, I'm pretty sure it was Victor Cruz who covered it. I was like, I remember watching that with my dad.
It was a good game. I do remember that.
Oh my god!
And that Niners team was legit that year too.
Oh yeah,
Patrick Willis.
100%.
It's the Alex Smith era.
It was.
That was a long time ago.
He was a dog, dude.
And then his leg went that way and that way.
Yeah. No, but the Niners lost.
I was very happy. I cheered.
I was so sad.
I was so. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
Brock Purdy to win.
Why is everyone hating on the Chiefs? Kind of makes me angry.
They're too good. Once you become like the obvious best team, nobody wants you to win.
I do. I like watching, but like you're watching greatness. I don't get why that's such a big issue.
I know, but I also like watching greatness get beaten. Like that's even more of a
not by the
Niners.
Story.
I don't hate the Niners.
If the Buccaneers did it, I would have went to the parade.
Oh, Buccaneers would have been sick.
I would have went and saw Baker Mayfield. I would have been so happy.
Yeah.
But
no.
Yeah, no, I went and I watched it with Connor. Me and him were both rooting for the Chiefs. So it was pretty nice to cheer.
I don't know how every Eagles fan was rooting for the Chiefs. Like
we hate the Niners.
I get you guys hate the Niners. The Chiefs beat you in the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah, they play us in the Super Bowl though. That's
just
an
let it go.
NFC team. You hate other NFC teams.
I get it. But I don't get it.
Like you beat the Niners in this. Like if the Niners had beaten you that year and won the Super Bowl,
then I'd have something against.
You would hate them exactly.
Yeah, but you beat the Niners. You beat the Niners last year.
And then they talked like a bunch of assholes and were like, "Oh, we would have beaten you if Brock was okay." No, the fuck you wouldn't have.
Probably wouldn't have.
They were getting their asses kicked.
But then they came in this year and
beat
stomped
the piss out of us. Yeah, but then Debo again. I was okay with that. I was like, they beat us. They're a better team this year. But then Debo had the nerve to then go on the air and be like, "Oh, how about the rivalry with the Eagles?" He's like, "That's no rivalry. Rivalry games are close, not blowouts." And people are like, "They just beat you to go to the Super Bowl last year, and like we've beaten you every other time before this."
Yeah.
So he's just a bitch. And then he only had 40 yards in the fucking Super Bowl. Fuck you, Debo.
Mm-hmm. It was a rough game for the Niners, dude.
It was a blast.
Kittle didn't show out. Oh, man, it was rough.
I did feel bad for Drake Greenlaw because I do really like him.
Yeah, oh man, that sucked. Yeah. How about Brandon Ayuk? Definitely going to the Giants next year.
Dude, that'd be dope.
People are saying that's like his top spot because
the
Giants need.
Please don't do it.
Because he wants to be like the number one wide receiver on a team.
Yeah, he's never going to be them though.
Yeah, I think the Giants would be a good fit for him.
How about Jawan Jennings on the Niners? Threw a touchdown, called a touchdown.
Yeah, he
was balling out.
He was balling out.
Did you know who else the only player to do that? Throw and catch a touchdown.
Oh, they did say that. Who was it? It was an Eagle. Fuck. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I forget. Oh, it was Nick Foles.
Big.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that if my mom listens to
That's
this.
Fine.
Don't need to scar my mother. She's probably gonna watch this on like YouTube and it's gonna be on our TV. And I don't need that going through the house. But
I remember going to the parade and just seeing a guy with a dildo on his hat. It's so funny.
There was a kid. I mean, this kid was no older than 5, and it said, "I love Big Nick." And I was holding it up like that. I was like, "Yes,
that a boy,
Philadelphia." And then there was oh my god, where is it where you have like your viewing for like a funeral home? Funeral home. There was a funeral home on like the street on Broad Street, and it said funeral home for the Patriots, and it had a fake dead Tom Brady thing in the window. I was like, I love my city so much. But yeah, Super Bowl. I had a good time. I know a lot of people hate the Chiefs, but Patrick Mahomes is the best player in the world.
He is the best player in the world.
It's like I feel like at least me and Connor agreed. on that final drive, I was like, this game's over. They're gonna go down and win this game.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
Yeah,
it
as
just
soon
felt
as
like it was over.
yeah, and it's so. I mean, the Niners not like understanding the rules.
Just
It's
fucking
so.
stupid.
No, I know. I'm not. I don't feel bad for him with
Yeah,
that. It's like how do you not think about that before?
yeah.
Like how you're the coach, and so you got to know that. You
And if you
got to
are
tell your
gonna take the
guys.
ball for it, you got to go for a touchdown. Then,
Have to.
like,
Yeah.
you can't give Mahomes the chance to win the game. You have
No,
to either
not at all.
make him tie it, or he's just gonna beat you.
Yeah. If Mahomes is down by a score with and he's had 13 seconds left before and fucking scored.
One.
Like you can't stop him. It's
I
crazy.
love Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
I love that team. Even though Travis, you kind of look like a bitch when you bumped into Andy.
True.
Besides
That sucked.
But besides that, some other stuff I want to talk about from the Super Bowl is some of the trailers we got out of it. But before that, we talked about this yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck is Temu getting all these goddamn ads?
I don't know, dude.
It's a terrorist organization. I swear. I swear it's owned by like ISIS. It's a front. There's no. Have you ever seen the ads on Instagram for them? It's always like some like Russian dude smashing something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's such a.
No, it's like a Chinese parent company that owns it. That is
Really?
like always getting sued for stealing information.
Oh,
Yeah.
this company's so.
No, it's just straight up malware. That's it. That's all it is.
Why are we letting them get on TV?
I don't know. Paying money.
How do they have this? It's probably
Yeah.
fine.
If they paid us $7 million for a spot,
we were
we'd
talking
read
about that too. That's why our hosts are sponsorship this week.
Uh-huh.
But getting to the trailers, the first big one, of course, was Deadpool 3. We got our first official trailer. It didn't show during the Super Bowl though.
Not the full trailer. It was
Yeah,
right
it's like
before.
a little like clip.
Mhm.
But then the full trailer was on YouTube.
Well, also a 2.5-minute spot in Super Bowl is probably like
Yeah, and you can't say the F word during the Super Bowl.
It's tough.
But yeah, the trailer came out. Me and you actually haven't talked about it yet.
We haven't.
We haven't said a single word about this to each other. I really liked the trailer, and I liked that there was a lot of actual sets, which Ryan Reynolds talked about. That was why he was getting annoyed that people were posting so many spoilers.
Yeah,
because he's like, we're trying to make this as like realistic as possible for you guys. But there was also a couple of shots that I like. There were definitely CG'd. I was like, oh, I feel like you could have done that without the CGI. But again, the first Deadpool and the second one definitely rely on their CGI.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I think it's gonna be one of the better Marvel movies recently.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I want to hear your thoughts before I say anything else, though.
I mean, I'm pumped on it. I love the first two. My dad's pumped on it. He absolutely loves Deadpool. It's his favorite movie. I'm excited for it. I like the TVA stuff. I think it'd be fun because we saw, the end of Deadpool 2. He has the time machine and brings him back. I like that he brought back like Shatterstar and stuff. And what was the guy's name? Ted or something? Or what was it?
Jim.
I don't know. It was one of them.
David or something.
Yeah,
I'm so happy to see him.
Yeah, that's funny. So I think it'd be a really cool story with the TVA. I'd like to know like more of what he's doing for the TVA because they don't really fully explain that. But I think it'd be really interesting. I was surprised to see Tom Wam's games working for the TVA.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I definitely. It would have been cool if it was Owen Wilson, but I understand. Like whatever.
Yeah,
it's not. Because I know that was like the main rumor going around that it was going to be Owen Wilson.
He might still be in it.
Yeah, totally. It could be. But yeah, no, I'm pumped for it. It's going to be super fun. And having Wolverine back in that costume, I know it got leaked. It kind of sucks. It got leaked.
I don't even care. I'm just excited.
It's so cool, man.
It's one of my phone backgrounds. I don't give a shit.
It's fantastic. So I'm pumped for it. Yeah, can't wait.
And then I know the big one rumor that's going around is that you see Wolverine in the suit from behind, and it is confirmed that it's not Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, people think it's Daniel Radcliffe.
Please, God, be damned. I've been on like the Daniel Radcliffe as Wolverine train for such a long time now. Because for those who don't know, if you're not like a huge comic book person, Wolverine's supposed to be very tiny. Yeah, Hugh Jackman does not fit that part of the character, even though he's incredible as Wolverine. I'm not taking away from that, but I would really like to see Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, it's Hugh Jackman's performance is always fantastic. Like he's just classic. That is Wolverine to a lot of people, but like comic book nerds. I'm not a huge comic book guy, but I know Wolverine is just a short, muscular,
angry man.
Yeah, he's an angry asshole. So having Daniel Radcliffe would be pretty good. I still think Taron Egerton, I pronounced it right that time. I always fuck up his name.
That was so funny. Weird when we did that the first time.
Yeah, that was another like fan casting. So if he shows up, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm excited to see who it is if it's not Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. Oh my God, what's that version? Cool. There's a name for that Wolverine. Can't remember it.
I don't know.
Fuck, it's gonna
I
piss
know
me off.
he's playing poker or whatever.
Yeah, and he always
And
wears that suit in it.
yeah,
But
he's
then
in.
Hulk's usually involved in that,
Yeah.
like that storyline for him, which I would love to see Hulk versus Wolverine in this movie.
Mhm.
That's like something that Hugh Jackman always said he wanted to do was him versus Hulk.
Yeah, and they're in that city from. Remember that city? I think it was Falcon and Winter Soldier. It starts with an M.
Yeah,
I
the
don't remember.
weird.
Yeah, it's this weird like gambling city. But yeah.
That's probably where they are.
Mhm.
And I think something that I don't know if everyone picked up on. So he talks about in the beginning of the movie. He's like, I know it's been a hard couple years for us.
Mhm.
I think she had a miscarriage because she's pregnant in the second one.
Oh yeah, she is. Yeah.
That she
Maybe
had
the whole dying thing didn't help.
probably not, but I think that she might have had a miscarriage. That might be the thing.
I don't know. Maybe
What do you think about his wig that he wears?
the wig was funny.
That was funny
Yeah,
too.
but also the TVA could be like, we know you brought her back. You can't do that.
Yeah,
So that could be another thing, like him fighting against the TVA
because
because
they're gonna be like, you need to set this back.
yeah,
normal.
exactly. I feel like that's going to be one of the main things.
I hope they don't make him do that because that'd be really sad.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be like Marvel's way of doing the Deadpool kills the Marvel universe, but it's gonna be like the Fox version.
Yeah, I think he's going to be fighting a lot of other heroes.
Yeah, because we know Jennifer Gardner's in it as Elektra, which is still so funny. Lady Deadpool's in this trailer. Not
Really?
So you know when it shows Deadpool with the Uzis, but you just see the guns.
Yeah.
So Deadpool wears black gloves. Those are not black gloves; they're red and black. And Lady Deadpool always uses Uzis.
Oh, okay.
That's like her like thing.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be Blake Lively.
That would be great.
And I think Taylor Swift will be in as the Dazzler. And I know she's gonna die in some horrific manner.
Oh, it'd be fantastic.
I was just Deadpool just walked by and just like a quick swing of the sword. It's just over.
I love showing my mom like that clip from Amsterdam. She just gets
So
pushed under
funny.
the car.
It's the only good scene in that entire movie.
Yeah,
it's
great.
Ass.
Taylor Swift as Dazzler would be funny though.
She looks like her. I mean,
she does look like her, but it'd be so funny. Taylor Swift playing like a stripper character.
yeah, but I'm super excited. I like the new suit. I do like that's more comic book accurate. It's like the brighter red. Definitely looks a little less well made as the first.
Yeah,
one.
It looks a little faker, but
yeah, but it's the bright red. It has the actual belt now.
Yeah,
so I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's just the only scene I didn't like is when he gets out of the split because it didn't look natural.
See, I still think it's funny.
No, it's funny as
that
hell.
montage. It just
slaps his ass. Arson was in it from the original X-Men trilogy.
Arson.
He's the one who can do fire.
Pyro.
Why did I say arson?
I don't know.
He commits arson.
Was it the original guy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
he's
cool.
just older now.
I must have missed that.
He's the one who says, "This is my favorite part," and it cuts.
Oh, okay.
That's him.
Yeah,
but he's just grown up now.
Yeah, he just gets shot in that movie. It's no cool death. He just gets shot with a bullet.
No, so remember the bullets that get rid of your mutant powers.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I hate that movie. That movie's so ass.
Movie is.
I tried to defend that I think a year ago on the show. I rewatched it. There's no saving grace to that movie.
It's not good.
The next trailer, of course, is the one I think I'm just as excited as for Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I'm a huge fan of this franchise. Since like the originals, I'm like all down with this. I'm a little nervous about it just because I know who the director is and he doesn't have a perfect track record.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't seem like the Matt Reeves. It seems more close to the first one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because it is going back to that like the first one is humans are being like enslaved and stuff. So like the original. Mm-hmm. So it seems like it's going back towards that where like, you know, humanity's fully destroyed. There's not even those like sects of people who are immune to the disease or whatever. Mm-hmm. This is original OG Planet of the Apes going back to that kind of formula. So I'm interested to see what happens in it. Totally. The CGI to me doesn't look as good.
It does not
the
look
monkeys,
as good.
It really doesn't. But at the same time, the girl who's playing, you know, the main human character, she's in The Witcher. That's the only thing I know her for. And she's pretty good. Yeah.
I do like that shot though when she's running and the one's trying to catch her and she gets on the other one's back. Yeah, no, there's parts I am excited. Like I'm excited to see the apes fight the apes.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be really cool. Mm-hmm. I think it's just more I like Matt Reeves' colors. I like that darker, more like, but it makes sense because they're on like a beach now, so it's gonna be brighter. It's not gonna be the wooded areas as much. Mm-hmm. But I'm excited. I'm just a little nervous. Mm. I hope it can just not be a disaster. I hope it can be as good as the first one with James Franco.
Yeah,
that's all it needs to be.
Yeah, I think the same way because those next two are amazing,
almost perfect.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah, no, I'm still excited for it. I like the first trilogy a lot, but yeah, it doesn't look as good, but it definitely still has potential. I'm still excited for it.
I'm gonna hold out hope.
Yeah,
I'm gonna believe.
definitely.
We also got a trailer for the new Knuckles TV show.
Yeah, I care a lot.
I do not care. I also didn't think it looked that good. But Idris Elba's voicing Knuckles.
Mhm.
There's an upside to the whole thing. Um, yeah, so that's all I really have to say about that. Unless you want to get into the Knuckles trailer,
I
there you go.
I didn't watch it.
The Fall Guys released a new teaser. It's pretty much a lot of the same sequences. It's just that you see aliens this time. That's the only real difference.
So fun.
Oh, and there's the scene when Aaron Taylor Johnson drives the car over a jump.
Mhm.
We got our first trailer for The Witcher, not The Witcher, the
Oh, Wicked.
Wicked.
Yeah.
That's the movie. For those who don't know, if you live under a rock, it's a very iconic Broadway play, and they've been trying to make this movie for 20 years now. And we finally got our first official trailer. I don't know what to think because I've never read anything about it. I know it's a famous book, never saw the play, so I don't know much about it. I just know Ariana Grande's in it. She looks very, very palely white.
She did.
She's so white. Like, I don't know how else to say it.
It's true.
She's just really white.
Yeah. She's playing the Good Witch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I haven't seen Wizard of Oz in like 10 years.
Yeah.
I don't like that movie.
Okay.
It's a weird thing to dislike, I know.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, I don't know anything about Wicked, so I don't know the story or anything. But it looked like Oz the Great and Powerful. Remember that?
Yeah, the movie's a
That came
banger
out?
though. I love Oz.
I don't remember. I saw it when it came out when I was a kid. I haven't
So did
seen
I.
it
That's the
since.
only time I ever saw it. I'm just
Yeah.
assuming I still like it.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I liked it, but I've heard it's terrible.
Yeah, as a kid, I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
So with Chris Ringwald, and then we went and played at Oasis.
The place was the best,
That place
dude.
was the best.
So fun.
But is there anything else you want to add to Wicked?
No, I don't care. It's it's a musical, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it should be. They got Ariana Grande and other musical people.
Cynthia Erivo
Yeah.
plays the Wicked Witch.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Goldblum's also in it. Michelle Yeoh's also in it.
Yeah.
And it releases in November. But that's all I have to say about it. Moving on, we got our first trailer for Twister 2, starring Glenn Powell and Daisy Edgar Jones. I love the first one. I'm a sucker for these kind of movies, like disaster movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm super excited. I want to see this so bad.
My mom's pumped. She loves disaster movies so much. It's like me with Godzilla, like monster movies. That's her with disaster movies.
Your mom does like her disaster movies.
Eats them up, dude. It's
That's
crazy.
my mom. I feel like that's a mom thing.
It is totally a mom thing. But Twister is a classic, and it looks like it has potential. It looks pretty cool. So
It does look scary.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize David Cornsweet's in it.
Is he?
Yeah.
I still remember that. Just the only thing I really remember from Twister is just that dude getting impaled at the end. It's like, holy shit!
We got our final trailer for FX's new show, Shogun. The show looks absolutely incredible. It just looks like Ghost of Tsushima. I'm so goddamn excited.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Every time I see a trailer for it, it looks good, but it's still like, I don't know. I want to watch it, but I still have that like feeling that it's going to be just a swing and a miss. Like they really went for it.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. It just has that feeling to me. I hope I'm wrong.
I hope you're wrong too. Yeah. I would be very sad.
It looks really cool, and they got some great people working on it. But
Hiroki,
yeah, Hiroyuki Sanada, it's fantastic.
Boy.
My dude,
you love him.
Yeah, he's the GOAT.
I mean, I love him too.
Yeah, so I still want to check it out, but I don't know. I just have this weird feeling with that show. It's just not going to be great. I think it's going to be like great action, great sets, and like all the Japanese stuff. It's going to be dope to watch. I just feel like the story is it's going to be lacking. It's just my
God,
weird,
I hope you are wrong because I will be so sad if you're right.
Just my weird like sixth sense about it. I really hope I'm wrong, but
so do I.
I don't know.
The next trailer we got was for Sasquatch Sunset. Sorry, Jesse Eisenberg and Riley Knuff. This movie releases on April 19th, April 12th in select theaters, April 19th worldwide. And it is about a family of Sasquatches living in the woods. And it looks awesome. I am so excited to see this movie.
Pumped.
Ari Aster is the main producer on this film. And yeah, it just follows a family of Sasquatch. You see them just living their daily lives. Dicks swinging.
Yeah.
They are.
You won't say Big Dick Nick, but you'll say Dick Swang.
I kind of forgot. But they are. If you watch the trailer, they're just hanging out.
Yeah.
But yeah, supposedly it's really good. It's supposedly it's really funny.
Mm-hmm.
It got a lot of good reviews coming out of was it Cannes?
I don't know.
It might
I
have been
pay
New York
attention.
Film Festival. One of the big festivals it released at, and supposedly it's very good.
Mhm. Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to add about
No,
Sasquatch?
I'm down to
Yeah,
watch it.
I'm down.
It's gonna be
It's gonna
fun.
be fun.
I think Ari Aster's gonna have. I think he'll work well as a producer because he. I mean, we saw Beau is Afraid. We didn't love that movie because there's just a lot of shit happening. But I think as a producer, he could do well because his movies are always like, let's do it. Let's do the fucking practical shit. Whatever you want to do weird shit, have Sasquatches with their dicks swanging. That's fine.
Swang.
Yeah, that's all good. So I think producing is going to be a good role for him in like a movie like this.
Yeah,
So
I'm in agreement. I'm
I'm
excited
excited.
for his next movie whenever that does come out because I think if you're swaying 66% on 3 films, you got 2 absolute bangers.
Mhm.
Then the one's not great.
Yeah.
But that's a pretty good track record, especially in the horror department.
Yeah. Also, I mean, some people love Beau is Afraid.
Yeah, that is true. Me
Yeah.
and you are probably.
I think we're in the majority,
Yeah, I think
but
like we're.
there was a fairly vocal minority that love that movie.
Yeah. Moving on from that, and this is something you'll really like.
Hmm.
Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor are starring in a new dinosaur film set in the 1980s.
I did see that.
You fucking love
All right.
dinosaurs.
Yeah, let's go with dinosaurs, dude. Hell yeah.
That's all we got in the movie.
We got Obi-Wan and Catwoman fighting dinos.
She's
It's
not
gonna be great.
Catwoman.
She's
You know
a
my-
Catwoman.
I love Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
Her Catwoman is not mine.
Proto Catwoman. It's not the real one.
She's like Michelle Pfeiffer is Catwoman, baby.
Mhm.
Love her. Stephen Amell has been cast as the lead in the new LA-based Suits spinoff. I never watched the original series. I know people are really starting to love it now that it's on Netflix. But yeah, Stephen Amell plays Arrow, for those who don't know. Green
That's
Arrow.
right.
He's a handsome dude. So
He
still
is.
look good in the suit.
Yeah.
That's all I
Remember
got.
he was on American Ninja Warrior one time.
Was he?
Yeah, he was. I remember he got like halfway through. He's like, I'm tired of shit. I gotta act tomorrow. He
Really?
just let go. It was so funny.
Some sad news coming out of the MCU. Mark Ruffalo has confirmed that a Hulk movie will not ever happen. Him and Kevin Feige had a conversation, and Kevin pretty much told him that will never happen.
Is what it is.
Why? Why
I
can't
don't
we
know.
have a Hulk movie?
I don't know.
We got our first look at Jafar Jackson playing his uncle. I think it's his uncle, Michael Jackson, in the Michael Jackson biopic. Did you not hear about this?
No.
Here's the picture.
Huh.
Yeah, Jafar Jackson playing his uncle Michael Jackson. Yeah. This film comes out in April 2025.
Let me see.
Actually looks pretty good.
Get a glimpse of this. Oh shit. It looks like Michael Jackson. That's pretty good.
For those who want to see it. Oh, nope. I fucked up. I'm sorry, guys.
Move on.
Move on from that. On Valentine's Day, we got the official casting for Marvel's The Fantastic Four.
We did. That was a weird way to announce that.
It was. I was not expecting that.
Yeah. And it was exactly what dude, you
We
can't
all
keep
knew this months ago.
Yeah, you can't keep anything secret. It's Pedro Pascal, who they did announce, Vanessa Kirby is playing Sue Storm.
Mm-hmm. Who they confirmed as well.
Yeah, and then fucking what's
Even
his
Moss
name?
Blanchard as the thing.
Yeah, as the thing.
And Joseph
He's
Quinn as Johnny Storm.
his cousin from The Bear and Eddie from Stranger Things, respectively. I think it's a cool cast. I really like.
I like all of them. I know
Evan-
you don't feel the same way about.
I like all of them except Pedro Pascal.
I love that one.
I think he's gonna do great, but he's like 50 years old. I just don't know.
Well, Eben's probably that old. Joseph Quinn's probably the only young one.
That's true, but I'm saying, I don't think he's gonna do it for a while. That's what I'm saying. I want the Fantastic Four to be around for a minute, and I don't think Pedro's gonna be around for that long. In the Marvel, I'm not saying he's gonna fucking die.
Yeah,
I'm saying in the Marvel universe,
tragic.
I don't think he's gonna be in that many movies, which is kind of disappointing.
Eben's 46. Vanessa Kirby is 35, and
She's 35.
she is.
No, she was older than that.
Pedro
Not that she
Pascal's,
looks it.
Pedro
but
Pascal is 48.
Yeah.
Well, how old's
I don't know.
Isn't it crazy? Andrew Garfield's 40.
It's kind of crazy.
I never thought he looks the age that he is.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I think Pedro Pascal is going to be I think he's going to be good in the role. I just, I wish they went a little. Obviously, I wish they went John Krasinski because he's perfect. And me and you both freaked out when we saw that.
I feel like he didn't want to do it.
I agree, but at
It's
the
a
same
long
time,
he got signed on, probably.
yeah, hearing the story of they didn't even reach out to him.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I remember he said that a while ago. It's somebody asked him, "Are you coming back?" And he's like, "I haven't gotten a call. I don't know."
Oh,
So
damn.
I don't know.
Well, they also did confirm that like a lot of this movie has nothing to do with anything else because it's set in the 60s.
That's true.
So
Which
this
is going to be weird.
But I think it's gonna be its own universe, like to be by itself.
Maybe.
Because now the whole multiverse is like the whole new thing that we're learning about.
Yeah, it's true. And we have the X-Men with at the end of the Marvels, Beast and what was it, Phasma? Is that her name?
Phasma.
Phasma? Yes. Yeah.
Told you it wasn't Storm.
I thought
everybody, you know how mad people would have been if that was
everybody thought it was Storm.
Not me.
Everybody who watched the trailer and saw like Eric Voss talk about it was like, that's Storm.
Who's Eric Voss?
New Rockstars. It's a YouTube thing.
Don't watch.
Great channel.
Oh, good.
It's like a trailer breakdown.
You should try and have him on the show.
Probably would. Maybe.
Is he a funny dude?
He's a cool guy.
Good comedy.
Yeah.
Have him on the show. We got a new trailer for I'm stupid as hell. Godzilla and Kong, the New Empire.
You almost say gorilla.
Gorilla.
Godzilla and gorilla.
Dude, I'm so excited for the memes to come back.
Oh,
giant lizard and
come on now.
Big monkey.
Yeah, I still want to know. They're fighting another big monkey.
Yeah, it has a name. I don't remember it though.
Who gives a fuck? Big monkey.
That thing is huge though.
Yeah.
Did you see it when they like showed it in the world?
It's pretty big.
I'm excited for Baby Kong.
I don't give a shit.
I'm just when Brian told me, I was like, "Is that a Baby Kong?" I got so hyped.
I can't care about that. I want to know why Godzilla is pink now. I'm not in love with that.
It's his new. It's like the next thing. Supposedly that's like a normal thing in the comics, like the books and stuff.
All right. I believe you.
He like has like a next level.
Well, I've seen the next level. But you haven't seen King of the Monsters, right?
Mm-mm.
He gets
supercharged,
dude. Just melts everything around.
And then there's the other like Godzilla kind of creature. It's like one of the other big monsters in the trailer. Yeah. But you don't really get a good look. It's like an ice version of Godzilla.
I don't know.
It like can cause like an ice age.
We'll see.
After that, we got new pictures from Joker 2.
Yeah, we did.
I'm still don't believe in this movie.
Really?
Like I don't think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna end up being on my list of like worst movies of the year.
I think. Listen, Lady Gaga is very hit or miss because she was good in A Star Is Born, and then she was horrible in House of Gucci.
Everybody wasn't bad. The movie's just
the movie was pretty
boring as shit.
But everybody was not great.
Yeah.
So I don't know. She's 50-50. I can't think of anything else. She's not in anything else. Yeah. So
I know she's in American Horror Story. Scary as shit in that.
Yeah. So we'll see how she is. Obviously, Joaquin Phoenix won Best Actor, so we know how he's going to be.
I'm more worried about Todd Phillips writing this.
Yeah, I agree.
The fact that it's a musical, like
I still think it's going to be musical. It's like I don't think it's going to be musical like fucking Wicked's a musical.
No,
I think it's going to be a little bit different. But
I think to be then seeing everyone else being like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, exactly. Or it's just completely in their heads. I don't know. It's going to be a weird one. It's going to be hit or miss for sure. But I still have hope for it. The first one was good. I'm not one of those weirdos that's like that's who I am inside. No, I'm not one of those.
I'm not on that page. Like I wore a Batman shirt to the gym today, and I was like, I know someone saw me, and they're like, "Oh, this dude thinks." I don't think I'm Batman. I just like the shirt. It was the shirt I wore yesterday, like the all blacked out Batman. Mm-hmm. I was just wearing it. And I know someone saw it. I was like, this dude thinks he's one of those guys. I'm like, I'm not one of those dudes. That's like at night I'm him. I'm like, no.
Joker's a good movie, but
it's a little crazy.
It is a little crazy.
Snuck you into that.
Yeah, I did. I was probably like 16 going into an R-rated movie.
With me and
they were like, "Can I see your ID?" I was like, "Sure." And they were like, "Whatever."
The dude was like my age.
Yeah.
No, and then me, you, and Matt laughed, and no one else in the theater thought it was funny.
Yeah. Remember we were sitting next to like a 90-year-old lady too?
And they looked at us when we laughed like we were crazy. It was because remember all the people were like threatening to like shoot up the theaters and stuff when that was coming out.
Oh yeah, kind of.
They were like, yeah, it was weird. Mm-hmm. Moving on, something that I freaked out when I saw that it came out finally is the X-Men 97 trailer came out.
It did look pretty good.
My God, I'm so excited.
Yeah,
and it's like a newer version of the same animation.
Mm-hmm.
Which I love the original show. If you never got to watch it, it's amazing. It's one of the best pieces of comic book like entertainment out there. Because you didn't watch the Spider-Man series either, which overlapped with this.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah,
very good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the same style, just newer, crisper, cleaner. Technology's here, baby. It's time.
Did you see? This is off topic. Did you see Billy Joel's new music video? He used AI to make it.
He did.
Oh yeah, we watched it together today.
Yeah, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, on the Today Show. Yeah, it was on. But
yeah, I didn't actually watch the whole thing. Yeah. I don't care for Billy Joel. It's not my thing.
Not your thing? You don't like good Piano Man every once in a while?
Good Piano Man's good, and Vienna, but that's really it.
Vienna's a banger. Yeah.
Those are like the only two I don't really. I'm not like a big Billy Joel guy.
I gotcha.
But the trailer, moving on, the trailer I think I'm most excited about
Mhm.
is now the series, and this is The Sympathizer with Robert Downey Jr. We talked about this when the first like teaser came out,
Yeah,
which was
I
a
remember
while
that.
ago now. This comes out April 14th, and it's about an undercover CIA agent who's working both sides after the Vietnam War is finished. He's working both the Vietnamese side and the United States side. And Robert Downey Jr. is also playing characters from both sides.
Is he, or is he just in like different costumes?
No,
Like
they're
as
different people.
okay,
Because I was making sure they are different people. Because in the trailer, they even show you like
yeah,
Robert Downey Jr.
Mhm.
And they are different characters, which I'm super excited because anything where Robert Downey Jr. is just getting to act again, I'm excited.
Yeah. No, I think that show looked pretty good. It's definitely going to be
It's gonna be hit or miss, I think.
very hit or miss because it's one of those spy shows that looks like it's really trying to be like keep the audience questioning things, and those shows are very hit or miss.
Sometimes they're amazing, and sometimes
Yeah,
they just don't.
sometimes it works, and the audience is like, oh, well, I don't know what's going to happen, and sometimes they're not read very well, and the audience figures it out in the first episode, and then you're just watching the show try for 8 more episodes, like, you know. So I don't know. We'll see how it is. I did like the trailer though.
Yeah,
I think that guy's gonna be good.
I think the main dude. What's his name?
I don't know his name.
It is Park Chan Wook as well. So
Yeah.
Joe's. I can't even pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. I don't want to say it wrong. Be an asshole.
That's fine.
I'm not even gonna. You look great. I'm very excited for you to be in this.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. There was something I wanted to say before I get into the next little bit. Well, whatever. Dakota Johnson talked about Madam Web the other day, and she's quoted saying, "They're asking, have you seen your movie yet?" Of course, because she's the lead in a movie, so normally you go watch it. She said, "I don't know when I'll see it. Maybe someday." Who the fuck says that about their own movie?
I don't know, man. I mean, there are actors. I think Johnny Depp's the one guy who's like, I don't watch my own movies, which I understand.
I get that, but you don't say that.
Yeah, you don't say like, I don't know when I'll watch it. Maybe one day. I don't really care enough. It's more like I don't like watching myself work because that's just awkward. I don't want to hear my stupid voice and shit like that. I get that. But if you're like, I don't know. I don't
That's
really
not a
care.
good sign for your movie.
No.
She did also come out during that exact same interview and say that there was a lot of changes done from the first script she saw before she signed on to the script that she got when she showed up on set.
Yeah, and let me tell you,
it wasn't making much of a difference.
No, and there were more changes later with 80. Half the movie's 80-yard.
And it's
horribly.
But we'll get into that later in the episode when we actually review that. White Lotus season 3 has went into production in Thailand. I never watched the show, but people love it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'll check it out eventually.
I did watch one scene.
Did you?
That shit's swanging.
Really?
Did you not see this scene?
No.
From last season? You had, dude, come on. It was everywhere.
I didn't see a single. The only scene I saw was Jennifer Coolidge scream and then shoot a gun.
Wild. I don't know. I don't know what the show's even like about.
It's about the resort. It's called the White Lotus Resort.
Okay.
It's like different. It's like an anthology.
Yeah, I don't really care. But this dude got in the bathtub and it. You didn't even hear about that?
No.
Do you ever go on the internet?
Yes.
It was everywhere.
I read about movies.
That's crazy, man. You didn't hear about that.
Dune 2 had its premiere in London. There was a big meme going around because Zendaya wore a C-3PO suit. Mm-hmm. And here it is. Just for. Did I do it again? I did.
You just didn't put it in front of the camera.
I was trying. Here we go. Did I get it there? There we go. Yeah, there's the suit. Shut up. Fuck you. And the memes that came out of that premiere were very funny. But yeah, Dune 2 finally premiered. We're seeing it in 1 week. 1 week from today, we'll be seeing it finally.
Yeah.
We got our first look into Invincible Season 2 Part 2's trailer. I mean, the first half was pretty good. I don't think it's so far as good as the first season, but I'm excited to see where it goes because the final episode did get me excited.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it yet, right?
I still haven't finished.
Are you just going to watch it when it's...
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it comes out in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks good. Animation still looks like the animation does.
Yeah, it's not the best, but it's, as good as the show is, you can kind of look past that.
Because the voice acting and the action is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where they put all the money. Javier Bardem is the top choice to play Galactus, the Fantastic Four.
Play the main villain.
Well, they showed Galactus in the picture.
Yeah, but that's just showing a villain. I still think it might be Dr. Doom.
Marvel's also currently searching for an actor to play the Silver Surfer. Dude, Silver Surfer banger.
Yeah.
That Fantastic Four movie, banger. Besides Galactus being a cloud.
Yeah, it's
Besides
fine.
that, it's pretty fucking great.
Yeah. I mean, if Javier Bardem plays Galactus, who gives a shit?
See, I'm in agreement with IGN. Doctor Doom should be played by a voice actor.
I do agree with that.
And then just have someone be like this. Do like a Mando thing. Like just someone else stand in.
Yeah, I'd totally be down for that. Yeah.
Scott Adkins wears the suit and just does all the fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get like a big name voice actor to do it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I'm down.
Yeah. I don't know who Bardem's going to play. Maybe Fing Fang Foom. Be pretty fun.
Who?
You don't know that?
No.
Fing Fan Foom. Fing Fang Foom. Just a big fucking dragon.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, literally, it's just a big dragon.
The dragon.
It's a dragon.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah.
I don't want dragon.
I think it was like the first Fantastic Four comic.
Really?
The first villain, yeah. Fing Fang Foom.
It's a funny name.
It's just a big dragon.
It's pretty cool.
Dragon.
These nuts. Yeah. And the final bit of news before we get into the review is that the early reactions to Dune Part 2 have been released. And I'm just going to read a couple of them. Dune 2 is a cinematic tour de France that won't be trapped by Hollywood anytime soon. My biggest takeaway is that I wish I had... Never mind, we're not going to read that. We're not going to read that last part. Got very sexual very quickly. I can't read that.
I'm hearing things about Mike Myers.
Yeah, that was one part of it.
Banging a sandworm. That's what I've been hearing.
There ain't no way.
No, I don't mean that. I've been meaning I've just heard sexual things about sandworms and a crazy Mike Myers cameo.
Yeah, I know Mike Myers. That's what
you can put two and two together.
He's banging the sandworm.
I think he's banging the sandworm.
Dune 2 is the greatest sequel of all time. Villeneuve is Da Vinci. He's Mozart. He's Einstein. The choices he made, including a cameo from Mike Myers, who does unspeakable things to a sandworm, are nothing less than bold and transcendental genius. A transcendental genius. This is the type of thing that pulls you and never lets go, and honestly, you want to stay there anyway. It's a bit sharp for my taste, but by the time I finished, I was screaming in ecstasy. Damn, people are really going sexualized with these.
Oh, yeah, stop reading them, dude.
Like
what is wrong with you? Jesus Christ.
I am buying the Dune 2 popcorn bucket, though.
That's fine. Can you do that on the podcast?
Dude, I'll bring it on the podcast.
Can you?
I will. I'll hold it on the podcast. I'll keep my hand in it.
Okay. Put some butter in there. Sheesh.
Okay, moving on.
Oh, look at Fing Fan Foom.
Are you sending them to me?
No, I'm just gonna show you.
Okay.
Fing Fang.
Oh,
big fucking dragon.
Looks like a Ben 10 villain.
Yeah, sure. He talks too.
Oh,
he can talk.
He is huge.
He's big.
I thought he was like.
Dude, I told you, big fucking dragon.
You're fucking dragon.
Sometimes he's orange.
I like orange.
I don't. I like the green. Classic.
New era of orange. You're gonna hear that a lot today with the game we're going to. It's like the new Flyers slogan. New era of orange.
It's not "We got balls" anymore.
Well, no, that's like the team slogan. We got balls. Now moving on into my favorite part of this episode, and this is going to be our review of Sony's new film, Madam Web. It was directed by S.J. Clarkson. It is currently sitting at a 13% on Rotten Tomatoes with a 3.8 out of 10 on IMDb with a 53% audience score. Oof, rough start. And some of the stars of this movie are Dakota Johnson, Sydney Sweeney, Celestia O'Connor, Isabel Merced, and she's She's playing Hawkgirl, isn't she? Isabel Merced.
Which one?
The Hispanic girl. She's playing a Hawkgirl, I think.
I have no fucking
I'm like
idea.
98% sure she's in Superman Legacy as Hawkgirl.
When did that casting come out? I didn't even know Hawkgirl was going to be in that movie.
Yeah, we talked about this.
I forgot. I don't really care.
What?
I'll see it when I see it.
What?
I'll see it when I see it. Hawkgirl, huh? I know she plays Dora. Is Dora going to be in Superman? That'd be a sick crossover.
Merced. Touches upon her screen test she did, and she has confirmed that she will be wearing her classic helmet in the movie and has seen it already.
Dope.
Yeah. I think she was good. It was just...
Yeah, I mean, I think she's...
She was my favorite... It's a really hard thing to say about this movie. Favorite. She was the...
I think she's the best
part of the movie, which is not still saying a lot, but...
Yeah, I think she's... Out of the three girls...
She's the least annoying character.
I think she's the best actress out of the three. Because I don't think... Hot take. Sydney Sweeney's not the best actress.
Is not very good.
She's not great. She's
good in Euphoria. I'll give her that.
Yeah.
You haven't watched it, so... No. I'm a big Euphoria guy.
I think she's very much like suited for certain roles. Mm-hmm. You know,
anyone
Euphoria type. Yeah, exactly. I think she'll work for that, but
a rom-com.
I don't think, you know, superhero is her lane. It's not gonna do great. I'll just go. Why the fuck is her name Jessica Cornwall? Jessica Drew is just such a better
Better
name.
name.
It's just
Oh,
sounds
isn't
better.
also no. Jessica Drew's the detective.
Is it?
Yes,
I
it's
thought you
no,
didn't
it's
correct me
Julia
before.
Carpenter, isn't it?
Somebody said Cornwall, some shit, or maybe I just misheard that because that's Red Dead 2. Gaming that Leviticus Cornwall's
Yeah,
dickhead.
Julia Carpenter is
Julia
Spider Woman.
Carpenter. That's her name.
Mhm.
What the fuck did I hear?
You're
Jessica Cornwall.
you're thinking of Drew, Nancy Drew. Is that what
No,
you're
I know
thinking of?
Nancy Drew. Jessica Drew is something. There's something. There's something to that.
Well, while I'm looking at this, talk about the movie.
I mean, listen. What is there
What
to
am I
not
looking
talk
at?
about?
Jessica Drew.
Jessica Drew. I know that's a fucking name from something. I could be
Talk
miles
about the
off.
wer
We are talking about the movie. We're
Keep
looking up
talking.
Jessica Drew. I could be completely
Oh, she
wrong
is a
here.
Spider Woman.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. I know my shit.
She's like the red and gold one.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, because people. That's who's going to be the Amazon series, Spider Woman series that they're doing. Remember the one? Oh, that's Silk.
Yeah.
No,
That's what I
Olivia
thought.
Wilde was supposed to direct a Spider Woman movie that got canceled in this universe.
Jesus. Thank God.
We saw her directorial debut. Not very strong.
Not great. No, what was I? Shit. This movie sucked ass.
Oh, I have notes. I took notes.
Oh yeah, you did take notes.
Did take notes.
So let me just off the bat. Acting across the board is god awful.
Non-existent.
The main villain is horrible. Probably one of the worst main villains. Just everything about him. The suit is horrible. It looks bad. The acting is not good. Most of his lines are ADR'd horrifically. Like they don't even try to hide it. You just see his mouth either not moving at all or completely saying something else while you just hear the worst ADR ever. I mean, that's half the movie is ADR. And the thing they said how the script changed when they started filming, the script changed again because they didn't fucking use it. It's just a crazy dumpster fire of a movie that I mean, I don't know how you just greenlight this. It had to have been like that they just wrote it and they were like, all right, whatever, just go for it. This is gonna make money. I don't think it's gonna make money. It cost 80 mil. We went over that, and I think
it's gonna make like 100, and
Yeah.
you normally double it
yeah,
for marketing because this movie's marketing was everywhere.
it was everywhere. Yeah, I think it's gonna have a big like start. When I say big, I don't mean like huge, but I think a lot of people are gonna see it and be like, oh,
That
this
was
movie's
ass. We're never watching that
terrible.
again.
Yeah, I think they're gonna watch it to watch a very bad movie and just laugh at it like we did.
Mhm.
Well, like I did. You hated it.
Just anger for me.
Yeah. But I think it's gonna have a horrible drop off and just not do anything.
I think it's gonna set the record for biggest drop off ever.
Yeah, it might.
Because wasn't it? It's Doctor Strange, isn't it? Two?
No, I think it was Ant-Man.
Was it Ant-Man?
It was one of them. Yeah.
I think they both had crazy ones. I think
Yeah.
one of them's just a record now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Going from Sydney Sweeney all the way to Adam Scott, it seemed like every single person did not want to be part of this movie.
Yeah.
First off, Sydney Sweeney's character was the most annoying motherfucker
Yeah.
ever. She was just a whiny bitch the entire movie.
Yeah.
She was so, and then the whole scene with Toxic with Britney Spears playing, so dumb and so just bad. It's just a bad movie. Poorly written, bad CGI, stupid ass fight sequences. If you can even call them that.
No, there aren't fight. That nobody fights.
There's no fighting.
They just run away.
Well, there is one fight, and then it just happens to be like a past moment.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not really a fight. It's just the guy chokes the one person, stabs someone.
That is true.
Because even when he fights the police, when the first time he just tosses them, he's not punching anyone.
Yeah, this movie was so funny. I really did think it was like funny bad. I was laughing the majority of the time.
This is like Jurassic Park Dominion for me.
Yeah, you just had a horrible time. I thought it was pretty funny
because I feel like bad funny is like 40s. We talked about this before. It's like 40s and 30s.
Yeah,
this is like a 10.
Yeah,
like I said to you in the middle of the movie, it wasn't even halfway over. I was like, this might be the worst movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, it's close. I mean, God damn.
We also just talk about something really quick. This might be a hot take. Dakota Johnson's so overrated as an actress.
I think so.
It's pretty like I'm not taking. I feel bad always doing this, like especially because there are people that are working on this movie. They are making a movie, which is incredibly hard to do.
Yeah.
So she just seems like an asshole, like in real life. She doesn't seem like a nice person.
She doesn't seem like an ass. She just always seems disinterested in like everything.
Seems like an asshole. to me.
That's just kind of like who I am, though.
Yeah, but if someone's being nice to you, you're not just out all being an ass. Like
No, that's true.
you're a nice dude.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
maybe.
Yeah, because she and her filmography is ass. 50 Shades trilogy, Madam Web, How to Be Single. She did do Suspiria. She did Bad Times at El Royale. She did do Southern Network. She did Peanut Butter Falcon. She did The
She
Lost
is good,
Daughter.
Peanut Butter Falcon.
She's done some good things.
Yeah, she's
Suspiria is awesome. It's a
yeah.
horror movie.
Mm,
It's very good.
yeah, she's hit or miss. I think obviously mostly miss, but I think
There's some rough movies though.
she yeah, I think she is a bit overrated. But I also think she's not known as like a Oscar contender every year. Like she's not held on that
She's not.
podium.
Yeah, I think it's just more because I don't like when they like. I like when actors are investing with because as much as I just said Sydney Sweeney's performance was not very good, she actually seemed interested in the.
Spice it up.
She seemed interested in the character because she does like the comics. She even talked. They're on camera. It's not doing an audio episode. Like she even talked about like reading the comics, like trying to learn more. Which I do feel bad for when people do all that and the movie just they don't get to even play their character.
Yeah. Well, the best was fucking Suicide Squad. The guy who played Javelin. He said he read like every Javelin comic and he died in the first 10 minutes.
That was a great. That's a great superhero movie.
Yeah.
More movies need to be like that.
Mm.
But yeah, it just felt like they had nothing to do. Like no one had anything to work with.
Yeah. No, it was just a jumbled movie. They definitely just said like we got to put something out there. Just do it. It was just horrible in every regard. There's no like creativity to it, I guess. Even the powers, like looking back in time and seeing all that, it was very underwhelming. You never really understand how it works. And even at the end, when she like, when she kind of masters it and starts using it, they never explain like how she uses it. She just starts being good at it and starts like understanding it. And it's the closest thing to having a cool scene where she's like, they're running across the roof and she's like telling them to stop and what's going to happen. Like that could have been interesting, but the way it's done is so fucking horrible.
The slow motion was pissing me off.
It looks so dumb. And she has no emotion the whole time. She's just stone faced, like stopping metal with like a shield.
You did well. Like the person's like starting to kind of figure it, and if they do that, they're like, "Holy shit!" Like even they're like a little surprised with like the stopping it. Like you're learning, but they didn't even feel like she was learning. It feels like all of a sudden it was just like a snap your fingers, you're great.
Yeah, she just had it. She just had it down.
Tahar Rahim, who played Ezekiel Sims.
You keep saying Ezekiel Sims like it means something. I get
that's the character's name.
I get it. Just say the bad guy. I don't want to give any fucking light to that name.
Well, it was horrible. It's the worst villain I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But a big thing, me and Ryan talked about this on the way home yesterday. A big thing that I see a lot of people doing is talking about things they would rather do than watch Madam Web.
Yes.
So I have a couple of things I'd rather do.
Go for it.
So have Mike Tyson uppercut me in the balls 10 times. Watch the Justice League on repeat for 24 hours.
Okay.
Bare knuckle brawl John Jones to the death. Let Helen Keller give me a vasectomy. And then give myself paper cuts between each and every one of my fingers and toes.
Your mom's gonna love the vasectomy one.
I would let Helen Keller do. I'd let Helen Keller fly me over the Bermuda Triangle before I ever watch this movie again. This movie's ass.
Yeah, I said play dodgeball with Randy Johnson was a good one. I'd love to do that
with wrenches.
Yeah. Now what did I say? Break into John Jones' house. Yeah. Chase me with a fucking dude. That video is
so
every
badass.
Time. No, have you ever listened to Tony Ferguson's like wife or girlfriend?
When she calls the police.
Oh my god,
that's scary.
Who's your husband? It's Tony Ferguson.
She's like, I just want to give you guys a heads up. I don't want anyone getting hurt. What do you mean? My husband's a fighter. What's your husband's name? Name's Tony Ferguson. And then the edit to him like beating the shit out of someone.
That man, he's a bad motherfucker.
But yeah,
so sad he broke his and how he did it. Just tripped over a wire in the back. You didn't hear about that?
What are you talking about?
Tony Ferguson.
What?
He was going in to fight. I forget he may have been fighting Khabib or was like supposed to, and he was going like walking around in like the back, and he just tripped over a wire and demolished his knee.
Really?
I forget if he like tore something. Yeah, but he hasn't
rough.
Been the same since. It's terrible. Just a freak accident. That's the one fight.
I'd rather do that to myself than watch this movie again.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I wouldn't mind. Just because I thought it was funny bad, I wouldn't mind seeing it again with
Yo,
the right people.
you're an asshole.
I'm not gonna enjoy myself, and I'm probably gonna eat my words and then walk out and be like, Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna spend money on this movie again.
So if someone treats you to bring you,
if like my mom puts it on, she's like, I want to. You're an asshole to these movies. I want to check it out for myself. I'll be like, all right, I'll watch it with you. Fine, and then I just want to watch her face be like, oh, what the hell? You were right. She does that every time. Every time I'm like, oh, that movie doesn't look very good. She's like, why are you such an asshole to these movies? I'm like, it
that's
looks
what my mom
horrible.
does. My mom's like, well, "You're such a critic." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Well, that's kind of the point of the whole show."
Remember a commercial came on. My dad was like, what do you think of that? It looks kind of cool, right? I'm like, no, it looks horrible.
It is the best. So like, what was it? Oh, me and Connor Callback were going to see fuck, what were we going to watch? Oh, we're going to see Night Swim,
Hmm.
and we had already seen The Beekeeper. And we're late waiting to get popcorn. And some kid comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, have you guys seen The Beekeeper yet? We just bought tickets." Because I think we were talking about it. Or
Mm.
I was like, "Well," I was like, "It's not a great movie." I was like, "But the action's pretty cool." I was like, "The dialogue's not great." And he's like, "Uh-huh," and like walked away. And Connor's like, "Shut the fuck up! No, this dude does not give a shit. He's like 15."
Yeah,
No, I was like, "Okay, fair
that is
enough."
fair.
Yeah, but Beekeeper, I do recommend it though. It is fun.
Okay,
You would like it.
I'd probably,
It's Jason Statham being Jason Statham, whooping ass,
just having fun,
throwing honey at people,
being a dude.
being a beekeeper.
Yeah, come on now.
And then there's like a whole explanation of the beekeepers, a secret society.
I do remember that in the trailers.
But yeah, I have some notes about this movie. I just want to
Yeah, read your notes.
read through as I was watching this movie. So after Cassie finds, there's gonna be spoilers in this review.
We already said all this. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, if you turned on this episode, I'm sorry.
It's who cares?
Um,
It's Madam Web.
yeah, it's Madam Web.
It does.
There's not gonna be a sequel. There's no upside to this. After Cassie finds her true potential, we cut back to Ezekiel, the bad guy, and his assistant, who has the CIA's database, NSA's database of all the cameras, so it can do facial recognition. This man's on the 5th step, and he jumps like a little kid jumps when he's getting down the steps.
It's pretty incredible.
And it made me laugh out loud, like giggle.
It's also like the camera kind of pans like towards his face and then behind him, so you can see it, and you see his mouth moving. Like I said with the ADR, to just completely different words. Like it's so they don't try anything to hide. It's incredible.
It's such a bad movie.
It's so great.
It's some of the worst dialogue that I've ever seen, as Ryan talks about. The script was so bad, and the acting performance was probably so bad, and the lines they used when they filmed it, that when they were editing, they realized it was so bad, and then ADR different lines over it that were just as bad.
Yeah.
So you didn't only get it wrong the first script, you got it wrong the second time. You got it wrong so bad that second time, you did it a third time, which was even worse, and now it looks even worse. Third time was not the fucking charm, you dumb.
Yo. Don't say that.
Yeah, this
What were you
person should
gonna say?
never be allowed to direct another movie. That's Jay Clarkson.
That's fine.
Actually, I can't say that because I don't know what else you directed. We did this before. We did it with the director of the Marvels, and I realized it was she directed Candyman. What was next? Oh, editing was so bad, along with some of the worst visual effects I've seen in the last couple of years. There's a sequence when she's like underwater / in the Madam Web world, and you can tell she's just CGI'd.
Yeah.
Like it's just like art. It looks like the Flash time loop world. Where it's like clay.
Yeah.
She looks like that, and it's very annoying.
It's pretty awful.
Ezekiel Sims is the worst villain I've seen in the last decade. He's also just a straight up bitch. He's what I have written. He's just a bitch.
He sucks. He's not cool. He's not imposing. He's just a dickhead.
He seems like the type of person to get the wrong meal and stomp.
I'd like to speak to your manager.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was just a bad villain. The fact that the superhero's like big weapon of choice is an ambulance was also kind of pissing me off throughout the movie. When she drove the ambulance through the wall and jumps the ambulance. Remember, she steals it and drives it through the wall and then hits him because he's standing on top.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Also, he's standing on the car. He jumps into the ambulance.
Yeah, he does. He tries
to go over him, and he just jumps into it. Like,
imagine she just hit the car.
Just fucking kills Ben Parker.
This movie also refuses to mention Spider-Man.
Yeah, you have Ben Parker is her partner, Uncle Ben.
You have Mary Parker.
Yeah.
Who's pregnant.
And you see her give birth in this movie. You see her give birth to Peter Parker. They do everything but say the name Peter.
Yep. They're
They
like,
have
"Oh, is it named after Ben Parker?" He's
yeah,
like, "No, not
no,
a chance."
they have a fucking baby shower where one of the games is trying to guess the name. Nobody says Peter. Even the girl who can see the future
I see
doesn't
what I
say
thought
like
would be like a smart. The only thing I thought she was gonna get it wrong. She'd be like, "Oh no, we're gonna name it Peter," and then it was gonna do like the reset, and she was gonna say Peter.
yeah.
But
I don't know.
no, they didn't.
It's whatever.
After that, uh, the fucking blowing hair in the wind when there's no goddamn wind. What the fuck?
That was pretty incredible.
She was like inside the ambulance, and it would do like a slow motion shot of her hair blowing in the wind.
Yeah.
She was sitting in a room in the hotel room, and her hair just starts blowing in the
Yeah.
wind.
It was every time she like goes in the past,
Ah.
her hair just starts blowing.
Yeah, it's
It's pretty
it was making me
fantastic.
genuinely angry. Oh, the whole fireworks sequence that they use fireworks as their weapons of choice again.
Well, they're not trying to use weapons. It's just they light off the
To hit him with
Fact-
fireworks
yeah, but they just light off the boxes of fireworks.
as like a defense.
Yeah, but they're not like aiming fireworks at him like Harry Potter.
Roman, can you imagine they picked up Roman candles?
That would be pretty incredible. Yeah, no, but the fireworks are hitting him. It's
like he's getting shot with how far these things
yeah,
are.
they're
hitting
like
him.
launching him, and I mean,
They're blowing up walls.
I've never been hit with a firework. It probably sucks. Ask Jason Pierre-Paul.
You ever got hit with you never got shot with a Roman candle?
No,
You and your buddies?
no, I wasn't. No, I'm not stupid. I was normal.
You never, but never mind.
Shot him in the air.
Those things are scary, even holding them. I always think about that. They're going to blow up in my hand.
Usually put them in like in a wiffle ball bat and just hold it so you get like extra reach. Yeah.
Just aim it at people. The fact that they blew up the one with the cement wall, they blew it up with a single firework shot at it, and it blew up the whole wall.
It's pretty incredible.
It was going through metal, like it was blowing holes in the ceiling.
Yeah.
And then my last note. Ryan and me legitimately looked at each other, and I laughed. Mm-hmm. We laughed. Well, Ryan laughed. I said, "There's no way." The one's character, Maddie Franklin, she grinds down the railing on a piece of metal because they kept referencing that she's a skateboarder because that's cool. And they fucking Batman and Robin it. They did it. I never thought I would see someone try to do it again, and they did it.
Yeah. Also, that scene where she like breaks into different like parts of herself and like picks the girls up. She picks up the two girls, and the skateboard girl who was just hanging on. She's just like, "Hang on, you're gonna be fine." She doesn't help her.
Really?
Yeah, she's like, "Just hang on, you're gonna be okay." The other girl, she like picks up and like puts
I thought
back
she picked
on her feet.
All three of them.
No, she just leaves it. She's like, "You're gonna be okay. It's fine." She does not help her. It's amazing.
Madam Web might just be a racist.
She could be.
And then to top it all off, she gets paralyzed by a firework.
She gets so oh god. So she falls in the water after knocking down the villain.
She kills him.
I'm not gonna say his name.
Yep.
He gets crushed by rubble.
He
gets crushed by the Pepsi Cola sign, which they
just the P in the Pepsi Cola.
Yeah, but they also they were pushing Pepsi hard in this shit. They were pushing P. But she falls in the water and she's looking up like, wow, I did it. And
she's kind of deep too. Like it's not she's right at the surface of the water.
She's pretty deep, and she gets bombed in the fucking forehead with a firework. And then you get Sydney Sweeney dives down and swims back up, she saves her. And they start
because they learn CPR in this movie.
Yeah, she taught them CPR, and they do CPR on her. Let me listen. I'm not certified.
I'm certified.
I'm not an EMT.
You're not CPR certified?
No.
Oh, it was like a big thing we did.
I mean, I've learned it. I know how to do it, but I'm not.
Staying alive.
Yeah.
The Office is why I'm CPR certified.
But they're giving her CPR, and they're like so lightly pushing. It's so funny. I want my dad to watch this because my dad was an EMT for a while. I wanted to watch this and just be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It's so much fun. Watching any like medical or fire show with him is the best because he just rips on it nonstop. So funny. But yeah, they bring her back and she opens her eyes, and they're immediately like just milky white. She's blind. So yeah, she goes blind by getting bonked in the forehead with a firework.
That somehow went through the water. Yeah. You know, if you shoot a gun underwater, it will. Like if I shot Ryan from me to him right now, the bullet would not kill him.
No.
It might not even reach you at full. It will
Mhm.
slow down drastically. It's how a lot of guys lived when they stormed Normandy, when they would go into the water. That's how a lot of them survived because the rounds didn't have enough
Mhm.
force behind them.
Yeah.
But I forgot. I had one last note. You want to know what it says?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry. That was my last note.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, but then she's paralyzed somehow.
She's Professor X.
I don't know. Yeah, she's in an electric wheelchair at the end with fucking like blind glasses on. And it's so funny.
And then they reused the scene from Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Which one?
You know when they do the tracking shot up the building? Like to show off their suits at the very end?
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's an exact shot of the exact same building from Spider-Man 2. When he finally takes his suit off again, when he rips it off to swing, that's the exact shot. It's him going up that building like a first-person view of it.
Fair enough.
And the suits, I'll give it credit. The Julia Carpenter's suit looks dope. Because it's exactly how I saw it in the comics. And like that's how I thought it was a kid.
Yeah, they look the black and white. Yeah, it looks cool.
The other ones looked atrocious.
The other ones, I don't know what they were going. Like, listen, I don't. They could be comic
they
stuff.
Do look like comic. They just look horrible.
I think like the suits themselves look cool. It's that like the design itself was like, what the fuck? Like one of them's like blue and orange, and it looks just really goofy looking.
The arms.
Yeah, with the arms, legs. And then the one has like weird green glasses. Yeah, they were just goofy looking.
Yeah,
like they weren't.
Madam Web's was.
Madam Web's is terrible.
First off, her suit doesn't look. Her suit is like a dress normally. She wears like a black and reddish like dress.
She also doesn't like fight. She just sits
in a chair.
Yeah,
she controls.
Shit. She runs shit.
She's dope as hell.
Yeah,
not in this.
No.
But if you want to see a good iteration of Madam Web, go watch the 1990s animated Spider-Man series with Chris Barnes as Spider-Man. Very good. Awesome. Ryan needs to watch it because it is quite amazing. And if you've ever seen the meme of him yelling, "Shocker, I'll chase you to the ends of the earth." You know that one?
Shocker.
I'll chase you to the... Yeah, that's from that. It's a really good show. I love that.
I know.
Yeah, this movie's ass.
Yeah, it's bad.
But
it's very bad.
I decided to go back to the notes for the movies I watch.
Yeah.
It's just easier for me.
It's fair enough.
So before we
I also want to give a shout out to the like 70-year-old dude who was watching Madam Web with us. In like the back of the theater. This dude was so old, had a fucking like Eagles like Letterman jacket on. I don't know why he was seeing Madam Web, but he sat through the whole thing.
Nothing else to do. He's probably retired.
I don't know. Why do you pick Go see Boys in the Boat. It's made for him.
That is made for them. What do you give this score? Will this set a record for a new lowest score?
Just put a frowny face.
You need to give it a number because I need to know if it's our new lowest.
I don't. 15.
That is not a new low.
What did I give lower than that?
Go back to 2022.
Did I give Morbius lower than that? Because this is worse than Morbius.
No, drastically. No, you gave Morbius a 21.
Okay.
I gave Morbius a 24.
It's fine.
Where is it? No, I tied our lowest score is now tied.
Really?
I gave this a 10. You gave a movie a 10 in 2022.
What movie?
Halloween Ends. You gave it a 10.
Damn.
It's a pretty fair score.
That is a pretty fair
score. I
gave
it a 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bad movie. I think I would rewatch that, though, before I would rewatch this. Oh, man, both are rough.
Know.
I think I would still rather get the vasectomy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're 5 movies in so far this year. Well, I'm 5 movies in this year. You're 2 movies in this year. The highest score I have now is still The Beekeeper.
Yeah, fair.
It's not a great start, but Dune should be saving us soon.
Should be.
But moving on for this, we're doing our recommendation of the week. We also have to do the Popcorn Oscars either this next week or the week after.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Because we're also going to do 2 episodes for Dune like we did for the Batman. We'll do a spoiler-free when we first see it, and then we're going to do a spoiler episode once everyone sees it.
Mm-hmm.
But before then, we have our recommendation of the week. Ryan, I'm going to let you go first.
I'm going to recommend The Killer on Netflix. Holy shit, how am I blanking on his name?
Michael Fassbender?
Well, yeah.
David Fincher?
Yeah, David Fincher. I just blanked on it. Movie caught a lot of flack when it came out. It's definitely not his best movie. It's not at all. It's not the greatest. It's really not even that, like, special. Like, I think you should watch it once and then be like, yeah, that was fine. That was good. That was, decent time. Fassbender's the best part of it. I think he did a great job. I think, definitely leaves something to be desired in like the kills and stuff. The ending is also extremely anticlimactic.
Isn't Tilda Swinton there as well?
Yeah. That was my favorite scene with
When
her.
they talk, that's what my dad said.
Yeah,
There's a
that
scene where they
was
talk to each other. My dad said it's really good.
yeah, that was my favorite scene in it. Yeah, I think it's a decent movie filled with some pretty good moments, but I think it was worth a watch for me. I still kind of enjoyed myself for most of the time.
I still gotta watch it. Still gotta see
Yeah,
that and Maestro.
yeah. If you don't watch Maestro, fuck
I gotta
Maestro.
watch it.
Don't.
I do it for the Popcorn
It's
Oscars
bad.
episode.
Um,
Maybe we'll win something in my
yeah,
categories.
yeah. If you like that like psychopath hitman movies and stuff like that, or if you just like Fincher, I think you should check this out. But don't go into it expecting another
Like a
Fight
Fincher
Club. Yeah, exactly.
killer.
It's not the same thing. It doesn't totally feel like a Fincher movie.
That's a disappointing thing to hear.
Yeah, like it does feel like a Fincher movie, but it doesn't feel like classic Fincher. Like it's feels a little bit more like toned down.
Mm.
If that makes sense.
Do you remember his first movie?
Alien 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a horrible movie. It is god awful. Do you remember his second movie? Kristen Stewart's in it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Young Kristen Stewart.
Oh, fuck,
I think Jodie Foster's in it too. It's not a horrible movie.
Yeah.
I watched it a couple of years ago.
I'm trying to think. Might be one that I haven't seen. Is it The Game? That
No,
was
the
second
gang's
one.
the gang.
Yeah.
The game's a banger.
The Game is good.
Wait, the game.
The Game's one movie I was like, that kept me guessing the whole way through because you think it's done, and then you think it's done, and then you think it's done, and then you think it's done, and it's never done.
And then he falls through the roof.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck?
No, you're right. I'm sorry.
Was it? Was
Might
that
have
his
been-
second movie?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was thinking of Panic Room.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that one.
That's Kristen Stewart and Jodie. Yeah, Kristen Stewart and Jodie Foster.
Gotcha.
Jared Leto's in it. Forrest Whitaker's in it. It's a pretty set cast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna recommend a double feature
Okay.
of new 2 movies I saw this past week with a friend of mine. I'm recommending Mamma Mia 1 and 2. For those who don't know, I'm a sucker for romance movies. First off, and secondly, I'm a sucker for musicals. I love musicals.
You're
And
not excited about Wicked?
because I don't know anything about it, and maybe just because I don't care for the music. Because I have tried to listen to Wicked music, just not my type of music.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, Mamma Mia is just all ABBA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know if I knew any ABBA songs besides Dance Queen. I know all ABBA songs. I just
You
didn't
say
know
ABBA instead of ABBA?
ABBA.
Most people say ABBA.
ABBA is how you say father, though. I do know that in the Bible.
Okay. That's fine.
Is it ABBA?
I've only ever heard ABBA.
ABBA.
I mean, I don't think ABBA, I don't think it's
ABBA.
a crazy thing. Everybody says ABBA.
It's like sibling. It's like the same thing.
Sibling is so dumb.
You should hear how I used to say cashier before I learned that's how you say it.
What do you say, like cashier?
Cashier.
Cashier? Is he a fucking hockey player?
Okay, I'm gonna start bringing up every time you try to pronounce that Flyers player's name.
Sean Couturier?
Sean Couturier? Sean Couturier?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, go watch Mamma Mia. They're both on Netflix. They're very good. I've been listening to the soundtracks nonstop. I just watched it actually yesterday before I went out again. And yeah, really like Mamma Mia.
Yeah, Mamma Mia is a classic.
Yeah, good time getting to watch them. I also watched Ferris Bueller too.
Yeah, awesome.
Bang. But yeah, that's the end of this week's episode. I don't know if there's any movies coming out next week.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't know.
I don't know. So we'll see what we're doing next week. I know that Dune will probably be the episode we drop. But yeah, thank you guys for listening to the show. Make sure to continue following us on Instagram, _popcorn_podcast. Ryan's is Ferran12, Ferran_12. Mine's Tommy_Cresta. Follow us on TikTok. We just posted a TikTok the other day. It's actually got a lot of traction.
Really?
Yeah, I posted.
We have a TikTok?
We do have a TikTok.
Is there porn on it yet?
No.
I
posted a Flyers penalty shot.
Awesome.
We got some comments of people saying the Flyers suck, so fuck them.
Dope.
But yeah, make sure to continue following us, liking the show, downloading the show.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, don't go watch Madam Web. Don't waste your money. Don't give this Sony universe any more of our money.
Unless you like bad movies. If you're one of those people, then you could have fun with it. But understand, it's fucking bad.
Like worst movie of all time, bed.
Also, Ashland, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Fuck you, Ashland. See you guys.